is Joy Agunseman, and I've been at Zion since about 2012, 2013. Currently, I serve at the Zion Landover campus as the Connections Pastor, but I will be transitioning to the Assistant Lead Pastor at Zion Fort Washington. I was born in Southeast D.C. at what was known as D.C. General Hospital. There are three of us. I have an older brother, Jim, and a younger sister named Joan. We came from a two-parent immigrant family, so both my parents were born and raised in Nigeria and came here to the States when they were in grad school. Like typical Nigerian Christians, like super intense in making sure that their kids know the words like straight out the womb. Like I remember just as a child going to prayer meeting, like church was the first part, but then there's like a fellowship after the church, then the evening service, Wednesday night Bible study, Tuesday night. So in a household where we did family devotions, just a lot of love, a lot of mercy, a lot of encouragement, a lot of push to be excellent, to be great. I was probably saved about 7 years old. So again, my parents being Christians, we went to a Christian private school growing up. And so we had chapel every week. And there was 1 week that I was low-key bamboozled because the way they presented it was, hey, if you give your life to Jesus, you'll do good. You know, you'll stay out of trouble. People love you. And I wasn't a bad child, but following rules was very difficult for me. Like, I didn't understand why I had to walk on the line. Like, why can't I hop or walk around it? Why do I have to be quiet when we can all just talk and have fun? And so I ended up in the principal's office a lot. And so I remember going down to the altar like, okay, if I go give my life to Jesus, I can get recess back, go back to having fun. I'm pretty sure I ended up in the principal's office, not that day, that week, for forging my parents' signature on my behavior slip. As I got older, though, I started to really understand what salvation was, really try to understand what it meant to have a relationship. And about my teenage years is when I got really serious, really, I can't remember the exact moment or what sparked it, but I was just really captivated by God, like really intent of saying, who is this Jesus? If I'm going to follow him, I want to be all in, like legit surrendered and just really passionate about following him and being who he called me to be. So a little thing about Nigerians, when you are young, there are really only 4 career options: doctor, engineer, lawyer, teacher / professor. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a pediatrician. I'm going to work in the inner city, help all the kids to be healthy. And senior year of college comes, I don't have the grades from med school. I am constantly being rejected from what are called post-baccalaureate programs that allow you to like do a pre-med kind of thing to get your life together and then go to med school. And I was just like, all right, God, so what am I supposed to do with my life right now? I thought, okay, maybe I'll do teaching because I love working with kids. Got rejected from Teach for America, couldn't get a teaching job, and I was crushed. It was like, I've worked so hard, had these dreams, and here I am when people who I don't think are qualified are getting these jobs, getting these opportunities, and I literally have no clue what to do with my life. And I remember being in my dorm room, angry, like not upset, genuinely angry with God, saying, why won't you answer this prayer? I'm not asking to be a drug dealer. I'm not asking to be a stripper. Like, I'm literally asking you to help me be a doctor or a teacher. Why is this a no? It was just so crushing. And I wish I could say that I got my answer that night. It probably honestly wasn't about a year and a half later. So I ended up going to grad school to do my master's in public health. I was like, okay, I'll take this other route, do my MPH, and then try med school. Didn't work. And as I was finishing up my MPH and just like reflecting on my time, I was like, this was the no. I ended up doing my Master's of Public Health in St. Louis. I was away from my family in the Midwest, kind of by myself, but I found a really great church community. And in that church community, I think about 3 months in, they asked me to lead their Sunday school for their teen girls. And then they asked me to be their youth director over the summer when their youth pastor left to take another position. And while I couldn't see it at the time, that no was such a blessing. It was such a good thing because that no led me down a path that provided opportunities that prepared me for where I am now. That no opened up doors that I would have never even thought to walk through, that I needed to walk through in order to do what God has called me to now. And so I just want to encourage anyone who is getting a no to a prayer request that you're like, this is a good thing, God, why won't you do this? To trust God, know that he is a good, good father, that there's no good thing that he'll actually withhold from you. And so what we think may be good may not actually be that good. Trust him with the no. Trust that he has good plans. Trust that his ways are higher than our ways. I thought that my plan to heal people through medicine was the right thing, but God wanted to use me to heal people with my words, and that's what I'm doing today. And so I'm grateful for that no. Even though it took me a long time to realize it, I'm glad that God doesn't say yes to all our prayers, but that he has our best interests in mind, that he's thinking ahead of where he's calling us.